I was saying earlier, like, sometimes it's good that I don't like necessarily do these questions the first like, and then just regurgitate them, because we just stumble upon things that like you're going to stumble upon, right? So for instance, we started this question earlier and then we realized, oh, I don't have C. So I was like, okay, I'm stuck. So now I'm gonna go down to find C, right? And then once I have that, I can, it kind of unlocks the question, right? So we now found C, and we can go back and replace C in the equation, right? So now C is equal to okay. We're just gonna try and like get a number. Okay. So we're gonna get 16 minus 81 minus it's 11. Oh, what did we say that was? That was 121.6, all divided by 8 times 11 point, so about almost 88, maybe just over 88. So it's 2 times 4 times 11.028, 88.22. Then we just gotta do the math. So we just need a number on the right side so that we can go to our table and find the angle. And that's it. Question's over. Okay. So the cosine of B is equal to 16 minus 81 should be negative 65 minus 121.6, negative 186.6 divided by negative 88.22. So take that number and divide it by 88.22 negative. Interesting. Let's see what happens. What's wrong? Something's wrong. Rada, what's wrong?
What?
I've done something wrong, I think.
1.028. Why? What's wrong with it?
You can't get an angle.
How?
That's coming up error.
Are you? Wait, oh, so you're looking for A?
Oh, I'm looking for the angle down here, alpha, right?
You found C, right?
Yeah, that's what we did this morning, right? We found C. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you can find an angle.
Well, that's what I just tried doing.
No, yeah, what do? Is you want to find A, right? Or that alpha. So you would write 4 squared.
Huh?
You would just use, this is cosine law, right?
Yeah. That's what I've done right here. 4 squared minus 9 squared
Yeah.
minus that, right?
Oh, 2.11?
Yeah, that's my answer, but you can't cosine, you can't get a value for that. What's wrong? Okay, I'll check that out. We've obviously done something little wrong.
I was thinking that you knew what was wrong and it was like a trick question or something.
No, something's genuinely wrong. We've either made a sign error or something.
But can you not write cosine of 2.11?
No, you can't. Try typing in your calculator. You can't. It gives you an error. Yeah, because you got to do cos inverse, right? We can figure this out. I'll figure this out after, okay? I don't want to waste any of your time. Okay? Let me ponder on this. I've just made a little error somewhere.
Oh, yeah. So if you're using cos inverse, it can't sides in one, right?
Okay, we'll come back to that, okay? I'll fix it and we'll see what happens. Let's do these two word problems, okay? So let's just draw the triangles and then we'll solve. So we're gonna have triangle. Retta, see if you can figure that out while I'm doing these. Just that question. That's the problem with doing it in two halves. Like look how much time was between that question. Something just silly wrong. Hey, what? For how did you get 20 though?
Well, on the bottom we had a different number.
Right here?
Because negative 2 times 9 times 11 is 198.
2 times. Oh, did I put in the wrong value? Oh, I did put in the wrong value. Thank you. Okay, that fixes everything. Thank you. Okay, it's just a 9. I put in 4. See what I mean? I didn't know what the ABC I didn't know what the ABC values were because we did this morning and it's out of my head now. What? That's why you state your values before. Okay. Here, I'll clean this up here. So, Ella, sorry, you got what number in the bottom? Negative 198.
504.
Okay, that's good. And then that goes down here. I had a feeling. Well, sorry. Not perfect. It didn't say it was perfect. I'm just... I don't know. Okay, sorry. And then, Ella, you got... What decimal number did you get?
0.94.
Okay, so then you can go to your trig table and find that, and you should get an angle for alpha as being 20 right on? Nice.
It's like 19.9.
Okay, that's 20. Oops. That's 20. Okay? There you go. I feel relieved now. One little error. See what happens when you make one little error? All I did was put a 4 here, where it should have been a 9. And it was disastrous. Coco.
So after you got your like 0.94, you found that in the table?
On the table yet. Underneath the cosine column.
And that little sweet thing is the angle?
That's alpha, yeah. So you remember we talked about how all these different angles, you can have theta, phi, alpha, beta, a whole bunch of them. Okay, they're all just angles.
Isn't it just in like an unknown value?
It's just an unknown value. It's a variable.
So that could have been theta.
Could have been theta, yeah. It's just wherever I got this picture from had alpha in the corner. Okay, could have been theta. Doesn't matter. Okay, are we okay? We fixed that. Is everybody okay with the triangle I drew in the next question? It's what? A little bit crooked, yeah. Actually, I could fix it, but I'm not going to.
Once you press something to make the line.
If you draw shapes on here, it fixes them. So I could fix a triangle, but I'm not going to.
How do you do it?
You just hold it. I don't know how to fix it. Okay? Wait, does anybody have any issues with the triangle I've drawn? What are we after for perimeter? Perimeter is equal to like side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3, right? Or in other words, we're going to go T plus S plus A. Right? The issue is I don't know what S is. But if I find S, then I can add them all up and I have the perimeter. So let's do that. I'm going to choose to start on, you should always check sine law. Okay? Here's the thing with sine law. This is what I call like a, I don't know. I don't know what made me think of this, but I just call them brother-sister pairs. Right? I don't have any brother-sister pairs because I don't know any angles. So I can't use sine law. Is that a good way of explaining it? They're just pairs, right? You got to have an angle and a side length opposite of one another in order to use sine law, right? So I have to have sine A over A. I don't have a brother-sister pair anywhere, so I can't use sine law. Is basically how I explain it, yeah.
What did you write?
Perimeter, yeah.
No, what did you write?
Side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. Right? That's what perimeter is. Okay, so we can't use sine law because I don't have any brother-sister pairs, so it's useless. So as soon as you've come to that conclusion, you've got to use cosine law. Okay? So let's write out cosine law. Okay, and cosine law can be a bit tricky when you start mixing up the variables, right? Well, let's say I just want s squared. S squared is what I'm after. What are we in? Oh, it did. Sorry, you guys didn't tell me. I'm like, what's going on here? What's angle S? I didn't finish my picture because I got distracted with the last question. It's 56 degrees. Okay. So s squared, and remember, if I'm looking for s squared, then I better use cos s on the end, and then I just fill in the middle with the other two side lengths, right? So it's going to be t squared plus a squared minus 2 at or ta, it doesn't matter. Cos s, okay? So everybody see what I'm doing? The s is kind of bound the outside, and you fill in the middle. That's how I'm like, it doesn't matter what the letters are. Okay, if you're interested in one, you just kind of put them on the outsides, contain it, and then fill in the middle. Go.
When do you test on this stuff? Is that
Friday.
next week?
Friday.
Or is this gonna be able to test for tomorrow?
I'll put it on the formative for tomorrow, sure. Unless you guys want I'll do 2 formatives maybe. Tomorrow we'll have a quiz on like the similar triangles in SOHCAHTOA, and then Thursday we can do like a quiz in the morning, and I can mark it and hand it back to you in the afternoon on sine and cosine. Okay, that should be good for your test Friday. So we'll do like a half quiz tomorrow. Okay, just on SOHCAHTOA and similar triangles, so right angle stuff. Okay, that'll be the if you guys want to start the trig review. Okay, if you guys want to start the trig review, it's the first page. Is all the similar triangles and SOHCAHTOA. That'll prep you for the formative tomorrow. Yeah.
So tomorrow it'll just be like 6.1 to 6.3 or something like that?
Yeah. Okay, I'll put like a right angle word problem or something on the quiz tomorrow, okay? That'll be as far as it goes. Okay, and then the stuff we did today, we'll do it on Thursday, okay? So that's 6.4 and 6.5, yep.
So for the preview with the picture I haven't typed out.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll sort that out after. Okay, go. Just don't let me forget. We'll take a picture of another book or something. Okay. All right. Is everybody okay with what we've got down on the page so far? Okay, so let's just plug in the numbers and away you go. You're done. It'll spit out a number for S. We can add up all the side lengths and the question's over. That's it. Okay, so let's do that. S squared is going to equal 25 squared plus 14 squared minus 2 25 times 14 cosine of 56. 25 times 25 is
625.
okay. 625. What's 14 times 14? I don't have that one memorized.
196.
Okay, good. 196 minus 50 times 14. $5,000. No, not even close. Sorry. Thank you. 5,000. What am I doing? Yes. Okay. And then that's multiplied by the cosine of 56, right? So you're gonna need a little bit of a decimal place. You're gonna have to go to your table, get the 56 and read off the decimal value for that, okay? And we should get, I'll do some collecting here. Have you guys done the math on that already? 625 plus 196?
825, 821.
Okie dokie. Minus 700 times, what's the decimal value for me? Off the trig table. Just go find 56. Read the decimal value underneath cosine. You guys should have your trig table in front of you in case you need it. Okay?
Can we have it during the quiz?
Yeah, I'll give you one during the test. No, I'm not. What are you gonna sit there and memorize the whole table? Yeah, that sounds like something I do. Make you memorize 3,000 numbers. Okay, what's the decimal? Yes, Ibrahim.
0.559.
Okay, you're not just gonna magically know how to do that. You're gonna have to try and do it in class. Okay. Okay, so now we need s squared is equal to 821 minus, what's that number? 700 times that decimal should be 350, 365-ish maybe. 375.
It's 391.
Okay, I was getting there. 391.4?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. It's a lot of work to get one number, right? You don't want to do this every time. It's tedious. Okay, perimeter equals what we wrote up top. Side, I'll add all the sides together. So we get 25 plus 14 plus 20.73.
And perimeter was like the T plus S plus I?
Yes, the side things, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I just added S, T, and A together. There's your perimeter. Okay. Last question. And of course, it has to be golf related. Okay. Any questions with that one? Or are you okay? Just go sign on. Okay. Lydia Ko hits a tee shot that on a 350-meter long straight golf hole. Okay, so we're gonna she's gonna hit her tee shot. The ball is sliced, so hit at an angle of 21 degrees. Hey, buddy. Okay. So there's the hole. From there to there is 350. Okay, but she slices it at an angle of 21 degrees to the right, and the ball lands 210 meters from the hole. Oh, sorry, from the tee. Okay, yes.
Why would you hit it directly towards the...
That's what happens. It just happens.
Oh, because of the wind or whatever?
Wind or like swing path or whatever. It happens where it's a miss.
She didn't try to.
She didn't try to. She missed, and that's where it ended up. Coco.
Why? Like, why isn't the other, like, you know, there's 3 points, like the one with the hole, one's the flag. Why isn't the other one kind of like equal to there? Like, why did you choose there instead?
Because it says away from the tee. If it had said away from the hole, right? So if she's now standing here, right? She's 210 meters from the tee, because that's what it says, not 210 meters from the hole. That's the difference. So this isn't 210. This is probably the number that we're going to try and figure out, right? Because it's like, how far is the ball from the hole to the nearest meter now? Okay. Now pretend Lydia Ko in tournament play doesn't have a rangefinder like Mr. Mackay has. So that's what that, honestly, if you want my honest opinion, like I think that's why the caddies get paid so much. They walk around with their yardage book, right? It's riddled with information, and they could very well be doing this calculation. You know? They kind of like, maybe not exact, like we're not looking for exact numbers here, right? But if they're offline, like it's no longer like a straightforward shot. Like somebody has to do this calculation because they're not on the fairway anymore. You know, so the caddies are probably sitting there, I don't know, doing some form of trig because they get paid very well, right? And they're gonna give the player how far they need to hit the ball so they can make the right club selection. Yeah, Abram.
Do they make 6 figures?
It depends who they caddy for. Like Steve Williams, who caddied for Tiger forever, is like he's set,
Yeah.
like multi-millionaire for sure. For sure. He just carries his clubs and probably does stuff like this for Tiger, right? When he was caddying for Tiger, he doesn't. He caddies for Adam Scott now.
Is he good as an honor?
Adam Scott's won a. Adam Scott's good too. I think he's won a major too. He's won a few majors, like the Masters, sorry, specifically. He's not as good as Tiger, but he's good. Right? These guys they probably get a percentage of whatever the player earns, like a winnings, like 5% or something.
5%.
Probably.
That's a lot.
I know, especially when you're winning multi-million-dollar tournaments. These guys get paid well, so they better be good at what they do and provide accurate information. Is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? And imagine this: they've done stuff in their little yardage book that they're giving the player information. Same thing yesterday. Remember yesterday we talked about hitting the ball downhill. They've probably done that calculation too. So when they get to that tee box, they know how far to hit the ball. It's not as simple as just carrying a bag around. Okay? Anyway, there you go. We need to figure out how far, let's say it's X, or whatever it is, how far away Lydia Ko is from the hole. Okay? So, what do we have here? You guys know what we have. Oops. That's not what I'm looking for. Got a coleslaw sandwich. Okay. Yeah, you know you're gonna have to use cosine law now. How you choose to label this triangle, I don't care. Maybe you want to label it A, B, and C. What does matter is if the little letters always have to go opposite of the capital letters. Okay. Now you can just do the calculation. I'm looking for a squared. A squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine a. Throw in your information, it's going to spit out your number. Okay, and then you can write a therefore statement after too. Okay, so a squared is equal to 210 squared plus 350 squared minus 2 times okay. Well, we know what A is. It's 21. Okay. Here we go. Lots of calculations to do. Do I have the right number there? That's good. Okay. Cosine of 21 should turn into, you're going to go to your table. Go find 21. Right, you're going to hit cosine or find the cosine value, 0.9336 maybe, let's say. That's what you maybe should see on your table. That's going to be multiplied by 147,000. Then you're going to have 41. Okay, 147,000 times 0.9336. Okay. Are we good? You can have a second to ponder on that, okay? We'll run through it. It's very much a calculator exercise. Very much so. Coco?
So her next shot is that far away from the hole?
Yep, that's how far she has to hit her next shot, right? That's the A value right here. That's how far she is from the hole. Maybe I should just write it like that, eh? That-
That is a humongous golf course.
That's nothing, buddy.
Nothing.
Now you hit the ball as far as I do. Chew that up. Spit it out. um, okay. You could also say that's how far she is from the hole. Okay. I played holes that are like up in Gananoque there. They have a hole that's 660 yards long. This is monstrous. It's just ridiculous. Yeah.
Have you ever hit a hole in one?
No. Close. I've got a couple pictures where it's close, but no. Unfortunately. Okay.